Hello, hello, good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Friday. It is June 26. We are 9:38 a.m. Eastern Time in the US. After a couple days with high volatility, with wide ranges, here comes the end of the week. We just have PCE about almost 1 hour ago with a very muted reaction. There's not much there. And I have up here to start the day the monthly, weekly, and daily. There's change in the weekly, and of course the daily, right? I'm checking this high here, how the market reacts or behaves around this high here. If the market gets penetration into this weekly range towards this area here. Notice that yesterday was the first day after a while that we have what I would say good volume. Right? We have 4.6 million here. In a day it was to the downside. Obviously there was to the downside continuation, and there is a lot. I suspect that 50, which is the one that we have here, has a lot to do with what we had yesterday. This is the daily adjusted. Which one is the adjusted? Okay. This is the adjusted. This is daily and this is the adjusted. Yeah? We are below the 50. Let me check. I'm not sure here. Yeah, this is the adjusted. We are below the 50 in the adjusted. Which is kind of similar. It is similar to what we have. Where it is, gosh. No, the current contract below. This is the current contract. It's kind of like more of technicalities here. Now, but these are the charts that most traders watch. Heavy volume, around the 50. Now, I'm going to pull this window up here. It's a window trader. We don't have any kind of weak references of yesterday. Everything was really nice. It was a really nice day yesterday. A day that facilitated trade.
Understanding the issue.
You got my bad. Give me a second, please. This just went on. All right. A day with that facilitates trades is when you have when buyers and sellers have both opportunities, and that was the kind of day we had yesterday. Everything is coming from very questionable, or was coming from a questionable day. And yesterday, I repaired all the questionable references. We have a significant gap in the upper side, an opening gap, an overnight gap here. This break here, a knee-jerk reaction to Tesla and Google, and inventory getting really long in such a short period of time here. Have another gap here and an all-time high. The excess is not that convincing in the upper side, and volume was actually decreasing as the market was breaking. Volume was decreasing, which was an indication. It's an indication that what we are seeing here can be related more to loan liquidation down and more selling. something that really catches my attention as well, and I will see this as a nuance. You have this pullback from the highs is right, was both right at 5%. I hope you had this level in your charts. It was something really nice to have it. And it was a good trade from that reference. And then the next thing wasn't bad as well, because you could see here, selling from, once we had some rotation here, it was sold from, it closed the distributions, yesterday's distribution, after repairing all of the questionable levels, and was sold from value area high. Another good trade over there. Now, into today, we have settled way down here. Inventory is 100%, I would say it's 100% long overnight inventory. And there was some rebalancing, some attempt. One of the things that we have here is this distribution. Market closed the overnight distribution, but it did not have continuation. First reference to the lower side of 50, buying from the 50s. No, I won't say that's a good thing. But in the lower side, we had the 50, we have POC, overnight POC, overnight hardback, value low. And this is what I have from yesterday. I think that we may have some push to the upside, because we have this significant blocks after the close. And still, I am keeping this area as support or resistance, meaning that above this area here I am short-term positive biased, and below this the opposite. But notice what we have here, right? This is the adjusted, the non-adjusted numbers, and we are inside value area from yesterday. Opening inside previous day range is an advertisement for chop, for rotation, and we have balance. Market is in balance. Opportunities come, more likely to come when market is out of balance, as it was yesterday, right? It get out of balance right at the opening in the first period, which is a sign of weakness. And it played very well yesterday, right? And coming back inside previous day range targets the opposite side. It wasn't completed, but you have, these kind of trades are like what people call by the book trades, right? You have a strategy, you have your observations, and it just plays really nice according to what you expect, or what, quote unquote, is supposed to happen, right? But be careful when you have those kind of days, because it can give you a false sense of confidence, when you have one profitable day, or maybe 2 or 3 back to back, we feel like heroes. Nothing can stop us. And be aware. Just be aware of that feeling. Embrace the feeling, and just, watch out and keep sticking to your rules. That's the most important thing. Stick to your rules. Stick to your plan. I am not very excited today about anything. I was expecting something may happen with PCE, but the reaction of the market was muted. Nothing, absolutely nothing happened here. We have a small spike. The market opened below the spike, but this is not a spike. We could just have exits up here. No reaction here. And let's check NASDAQ. Maybe there's something over there. There's NASDAQ. Also, let's check how the charts looks. Nasdaq has actually reached get into the upper side of this 4-month balance. Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Something more serious may be happening here. We have also, if we check the current week, it has come back inside this 3-week range. Coming back, remember this thing. This is always use this as a ref, as way to check your trades. The potential here. Well, there is a range here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 week range. Back and forth from this all-time high here. And coming back inside this range targets the opposite side of the range. And notice how, in the same way we have a range down here, we also have another range up here. Right? And the market is, remember what we talked in the ES about these formations? The ES has something very similar, right? Very similar before. And now it's happening to the NASDAQ. The upper range, lower range, trading inside this range. We may have what may happen here, right? Markets in balance, apply balance guideline here in this time frame. It's either reach the opposite side here, or it's rejected, comes back inside this upper range, and targets the opposite side, or it builds value, in this area here, because this is like two distributions, right? The trade that we were, the movement that we were talking a couple weeks ago has materialized, right? You just check this. This is usually what traders call head and shoulders. This is the tail waving waving the dog, right? You just have, this is just so visible here, and the traders just follow this. And now we have the 100. We have the 100 moving average here. This was just killed. The 50 was just killed. Now we have the 100, and this one here is more relevant here, because of this. The bigger the moving average, the more relevant the traders or the participants pay attention to this one. This is just kind of like a short-term trading here, and let's not even talk about the 20s or the 5 or the 10, all those things, right? I expect, if this is, I hate when I say I expect, because there's an assumption there, right? There's a hidden assumption there that I know what is going to happen, and that's quite dangerous. But I expect some sideways trading here, maybe between the 50 and the 100 here, and also we have still Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia coming. There will become, except Nvidia that comes at the end of August, possible at the end of August. All the other ones are coming the first week, within the first days of August. Right? Now, remember, the reaction to Google and Tesla was to the downside. I guess Netflix as well. Traders will be expecting something like that to happen again. So just be careful there. Now let's check the market profile. We have a week references here. Now we have inside value and inside there as well. The 100 is right here. And now these levels here are too far back in time to be of relevance now. I guess for me the most important thing is that we are below the levels that we had when the rollover period was happening. And all the advance that we have since the rollover period was completed has been wiped out. We don't have anything now. Inventory is very short. Another thing that is very close for us traders, short-term traders, is the end of the month. We are just a couple days to the end of the month, and it's not unusual, the traders or bigger traders, more sophisticated, traders with some buying or selling power can play the inventory. Inventory is very short now. Okay, just be careful as that day get close. It is weird because it's going to come on Wednesday. And let's check what do we have in the deck for the next week relative to economic events. Next week we have, I got too many countries here, what the heck? Let me remove some of this, this is just too much. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright, that's much better. Oh, we have FOMC. Huh, Wednesday we have FOMC. No surprise. There's nothing expected. Maybe September, there's 100% bets that there's going to be rate cut for September. We have ISM. Oh, non-farm payrolls on Friday. It seems like it's going to be an interesting week, the next one. I think we have, let me check this also relative to earnings. What do we have for next week? What the heck? Oh, here. Earnings August 1st. Apple. August 1st, Amazon. Meta. The 31st, Microsoft. August 15. Okay, so we have the 1st and 31st. That's going to be some quite, wow. That's Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday we also have FOMC. Thursday, I guess we have ISM, right? That's going to be some, it seems like we are going to have an interesting week next week as well. With all those earnings and plus FOMC. We do have inventory, again, very short. We'll see what happens next week. As you can see, I don't have any not much interest now in the market. These kind of guidelines, and I have this from Jim, right? You just keep making your observations, right? Jim doesn't teach how to trade because you cannot teach trading, but what you can learn is what to watch. Okay, you can learn what to watch, and you start doing your own observations as well. You write your notes, you check nuances, what do we have in this market. And as you keep learning, as you keep experiencing the market, you will see, you start to build your strategy as well, which is something very important, and is the last step in this uh, learning process. And you will take your notes, and you will discover what kind of trader you are, or you can be, or what kind of traits you have that can favor certain type of trading. One of these things is regarding observations is, opening inside previous day range is an advertisement for chop. Chop rotation. Remember what we have yesterday. But remember also what we have before yesterday, and the day previous to that day as well. What we are witnessing now is just a consequence. Has a lot to do with what happened before. You can see, you can feel here, for example, when we have this break. When the market was up here, we have this gap here. You could literally see traders buying the dip. Traders were so used to buy the dips, until that it will take some time for those traders, momentum traders, to get rid of that behavior. It happened here, it happened here, it happened here, here. All of this, buying the dips. And this day was particularly special. This one following this day. Right, what happened here was unbelievable. You can see the last thing I wanted to be here was long. Even though I have this tremendous break here, very narrow profile, the last thing I want to be here is long. I didn't know what Tesla or Google earnings were going to be, but I knew, right, that the long carry high risk. Now, look at this. We have significant higher volume, and now we have volume even lower than the day previous. It's not as low as this day, but this is not that good. If this continues today, we're going to have below 4. Okay, one time frame higher has started. Can see here markers. One time frame. Notice where this low is, right at the opening, right at the halfback. Very short term trading here going on. I hadn't even made a mental trade here. I don't have anything, nothing, not even a mental trade. Absolutely nothing. Maybe there can be something later on, but I have no idea here. All right, unless there is any questions, unless you have any questions, I guess I'm going to be calling it a day, and I will be watching. To be honest, I'd rather do another things, because sometimes I just make, quote unquote, see something, that can lead me to do something that I don't think that's right now. It's the right environment here. I'm not saying that nothing is going to happen. It's just the odds. I am playing this market based on odds. The first period, right at center. right at the center of yesterday's range, right at the center of value. We'll see what happens next. All right. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Also, I wish you a good weekend and stay safe, my friends. See you. See you next week.